Okay, the snare drum. This is going to be complicated. I'll tell you, man, if you only have one mic and that mic is way too close to that snare, you are going to fight to make it sound better. It's almost like someone talking into your ear really close. You're gonna lose the sibilance, but it's gonna sound like this. You can't hear the S's very good, and it just sounds terrible. That's what the snare mic is hearing when you're so close to the head, because the diaphragm is so far engaged. When you hit it, you can't really hear the frequencies that make up what's going on underneath with the snares. So it's always good to have two mics. Flip the second one out of phase if you need to, all that kind of stuff. We'll get into that when we have something with two mics. But right now, we're in the bad drum, bad miking series. What can we do to make this snare sound good? Let's get into it. All right, listen, analyze, compare, react. Let's listen and analyze and see what's going on. And we're gonna compare it to what we know sounds good, and then we're gonna react. So we can see what the mic is picking up. Not a lot of the snares, but it's heck of a lot of pop right here. So right here in this area is kind of gonna be our, not problem, but in problem, especially like right here. So let's start with trying to take that frequency out. So that frequency, let's see what's going on here. Okay, 500, 460. All right. So let's tighten it up a little bit. Okay, let's see. See that sound? Let's back that out and see what happens. So 514. Let's widen that and see what happens. Let's split the difference. Okay, already it's not sounding that bad. Let's go to our high mids and see what's going on here. Okay, 1K, 1.2. Let's take that out and see what happens. Okay, let's see if we can add some brightness back to it here. Yeah, so it's bad cymbals again. It's my son's set, so pray for him some new cymbals, huh? That was about 2 years ago. He's working on it, actually. Okay. Let's put our low cut in, because there's some low frequency information from the kick drum that's seeping in we don't need. So we're getting that to like 173. And then let's add some warmth back in there with our low frequency EQ. That's not. Okay. All right. So let's look at our EQ, our compression, and see if we can make this sound a little bit more natural. Okay, let's take our ratio down to a 2, and our threshold, let's bring that down as well. Let's see what happens if we increase our release time and see if we can kind of get it into compression every time, so it's already in compression. So we can lose a little bit of that pop, that initial transient, but actually get some of that warmth back by using a little bit of compression. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's increase our hold time. Let's hear without what we have. That's before. This is with EQ. This is with compression. Yeah, so you'll see me kind of, adjust things, and we're just trying to make this sound better. It's not like it's gonna be like a bam 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 bam. It's really gonna be. This is gonna take some time to kind of get better. I mean, really, I hate to say it, but a trigger would definitely do this pretty good. Let's back off our release time and our hold time. And you have two things going on here. You have, sometimes you can hear it sounds okay, and then sometimes it's not. That's inconsistency in the technique of the drummer. I think my little boy was like 11 or 12 at the time. So working on that technique is a lot better now. But that's what you're hearing is sometimes, you have a full hit, and sometimes you have a hit closer to the rim, and, he's not following through. So that's what we're hearing. Okay, so let's try this. We have our overhead mics. Let's open those up to see if we can get a little bit more of the snare sounds. Sounds better. Let's see what it sounds like with the kick drum. Now, this is the EQ that we had, and the compression we had from the last video. Okay. And so I am okay with that. What do y'all think? Like, should we keep that compression? That's without compression. That's with it. Can't really tell now. Let's back the overheads down. Yeah, let's back the compression out a little bit. Let's work on that threshold a little bit. Let's see what happens. And we will back off of the release time on that kick drum too. Actually, let's add some. There you go. Okay, so it's really dry. We're in a room. Let's add some reverb and see what happens. It's better, right? It's better. So our whole goal is to see if we can make this sound better with the worst scenarios using your tools. I always want to let people know that, man, you can. You absolutely can make things sound better. Now, are we in a race or competition with who has waves and all these other SSL plugins and all that kind of stuff? I'm not talking to that crowd. I'm talking to the people who are just using the bare minimum, what they have, and and trying to figure out how we can use the tools that we have to make things sound better. That's better. I think it's better, right? So let's take it out and see what happens. Okay, add the compression. You be the judge. Let me know in the comments. I'm tired of this video. I'm tired of this snare. Let's go.